Welcome back to the One Predator podcast.
All right, another episode. Trying to get cheery and happy. It's been a stale few weeks for us.
Super stale. Like a load of stale bread on a truck stale.
Yeah.
That doesn't even make any sense. Oh, well.
4-day-old bagels.
Oh. Like, I don't even know. Welcome to the No Predator podcast, okay?
I think we've had an episode of this one before.
Yeah. It's, bait piles have been doing okay.
You've been doing all right.
Yeah, but that's not.
Pile.
It's not.
It's not the same.
It's the same.
Not the same. I know.
It's not the same. I will take full advantage when it does happen, but it's not the same.
Yeah, not the same. What are you gonna do? We're trying to. I don't know. I bought some new sounds.
Yes.
Last week.
From what was the name of the website? I texted you.
Yeah,
I was
know you did.
I was like, dude,
I got the computer. I can look it up.
Stand by. Technical difficulties. I was reading about that. BFA.
Yeah. What is it? Bustin' Fur.
Bustin'
Fur Audio.
I saw it on the Predator, one of the Predator pages on Facebook, and I was like, ooh.
Yep.
More sounds.
Yeah, so what I get? 6, 7 of them.
Sound like good sounds.
Yeah, I like them. The ones I got.
They're extremely fairly priced.
Yeah, I think so.
They work with. They go on any color.
Yeah, because like
that's what I like. Is you don't have to like. Everybody's like, oh, like my calls only work on an MFK, or and they're only Lucky Duck, or they're only
Fox Pro,
and I'm like that. Like I get like why them guys are brand specific because they want their sounds.
Right. Well, but it's
still
they're affiliated with those manufacturers,
right? And
so their sounds work on those calls,
and I don't have to like that.
No, you don't have to. No.
But because some of us don't want to buy another call in order to use particular sounds.
Yeah, so BFA has MP3s and WAV files.
Is that what they're called? WAV?
Yeah, WAV. I mean, that's how I would pronounce it.
I was like, what the hell is WAV?
Yeah.
Like MP3. I always did,
MP3s. It's just a different
Even the
format.
Alpha Dog was MP3.
Was it?
Yes. Yep. So we bought some... we're just blowing money over here. We bought some new sounds that have... Well, we haven't really... Well, we called coyotes last week.
Yes.
After we rescaled the fence to get out of the place, then they showed up.
Yeah, then they started... Well, I mean, they were probably on their way. They just didn't announce themselves.
It's tight. It's a tight spot. We need to do that a different way somehow.
I don't know how.
Somehow. I even called the landowner, too, and I was like, dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you can come in from the other side. Well, that's like 5... And I don't care about walking, but that's like 500-600 yard hike from the other side.
That one we did that one night down through the trails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't terrible.
Well, yeah, it does still. I don't want to do it, though. We're gonna all the bumping we're going to do to get there.
Yeah, through the woods trying to get to a field.
Right. And they put solar in there, so
yeah,
most of the field is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, is what it is.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But we called dogs. We get back to the truck because we were freezing.
Yeah, it got cold real fast.
Well, that night it was 20 degrees when we started.
Yeah.
And then when we got to the truck, it was 8.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, okay, I'm cold.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's been bone-chilling cold.
And windy as shit.
Windy. Tons of wind. Wind last night, went out for a little ride. Nothing moving, but we just don't have any luck in the wind.
No. I mean...
Not saying that they don't move.
No, and
they definitely do.
Like,
we just don't have luck.
We shot that double. It was like 12, 15 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I mean, I'm not saying you can't do it. It's just anything above like 15, and we don't have any luck.
I was blaring the call.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's,
that they can't hear it.
they can hear it.
Yeah.
They just, I don't know. I just don't think they like it. Other than that, new sounds. Oh, you got your new scope?
The new scope came in this week.
We're still working the kinks out.
Came in on Monday. Got it mounted to the rifle Monday evening. I was going to come down here and sight it in on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But it was blowing 20 to 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's just blowing wind.
And you can't trust your...
It was super warmer, though.
Oh, yeah. It was 40 degrees. But,
Yeah.
the trees are bent over sideways.
Yeah,
And I don't know. You can't really... I wouldn't trust a zero in that kind of wind because you don't know how much the wind is pushing that
You were
bow
waiting
in.
for the opportune time this
Right.
week.
So I came
But
down...
then you ran out of time.
Yeah, well, I came down this afternoon.
Right.
And trying to figure out a new scope and how it works and the zeroing process. And
Yep, the buttons.
I had a little trouble.
It's okay.
I'm close now, at least. I'm
We're
75% confident that if I take a shot at something, I'm gonna hit it right now.
we're in the right area.
So I mean, technically, with where it is right now, it's a 200-yard zero.
Yep.
So I mean, it's zero.
You're zero.
I want
You
the
gotta
100.
shoot it some more.
I want the 100-yard. I'm gonna go buy some more ammo tomorrow and come back down here and just
Yeah. Start over.
calm down.
I
zen.
have been running that new one.
Your DNT.
From the Zulus. I like it. The clarity is super nice. The buttons are a pain in the butt to learn. Sometimes I don't push them hard enough with my gloves on. They don't respond well to gloves, and not like even the Wraith or the
C50.
C50. They don't. The buttons leave something to be desired. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I don't push it right. Sometimes it doesn't go to sleep. Sometimes it won't come out of sleep.
Yeah. It's a learning curve.
Right. The clarity of the scope is ungodly. It's super clear. I like the rangefinder. I have not had it. We haven't really had nothing too far where I've had to use the ballistics calculator. It needs some tuning.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a good scope for the money. It's light. It's compact. It's the batteries hold up well in the cold.
Yeah. Nice.
That's the number one thing.
Oh, absolutely.
I have a battery pack on it, and I have not had to use it. I carry a cord with me if
you need to plug it in, you can quick.
I have not used the internal IR with it at all either. I've never turned it on and looked through it. I've been using the Hyperion 66, which I like.
Yep. The 50 was really nice last week.
Yeah, I meant to say, was it?
Yeah.
You used it.
Yep. I liked it. It worked really well.
Looked good through the C50. Well, with the C50.
With the C50, yeah.
And this one, you don't really know yet.
Well, I took it out on the back deck Monday evening, and
yeah, but it's close.
Yeah, you can get. I think I had like 35 yards.
Right. Everything looks good, 35 yards.
So we'll see how it
A
would.
day scope with a light would look good at 35 yards.
Yeah, get it out there and stretch its legs, see how it does.
Yeah, so we got new scopes, new sounds, and no coyotes.
No coyotes.
No. If you follow us on Facebook, I shot a fox here with the new scope.
Yeah.
That's one of the
you
videos.
Oh, no, because the coyote was the other, was a C50.
Yeah, the
and
coyote
then you busted out the DNT for the fox, yeah.
Yeah, I picked which one.
Yeah. Whatever was right there.
Well, the one was charging the one night because we took the bolt gun. So, so if you want to see like real videos, there's in a week's. Well, actually, that was in one night. I shot a coyote and then I shot a fox.
Yeah.
And I used both scopes, so you have almost like a side-by-side comparison. I mean, the videos on the internet, like when they're online, don't really do it justice.
No.
But if you wanted to see what it looks like,
yeah,
well, we did all the work for you. I mean, it's not, and paid the money, and I like it, and I'm going to keep running it, and you know, I still need an idea for another optic on the 243 though.
Oh, the 243.
So I
got a Wraith. I'll sell you.
I don't want to Wraith. I did fire up the OG last night.
Yeah.
To check battery status. OG is fully operational. Haven't shot that gun in a year.
I haven't turned my sight mark on in like 3.
Really?
So I think 2.5 now. 2, 3.
You should at least make sure it's
3 years
holding a 0.
I
don't. You never know.
I don't know, dude. That thing's.
You never know.
It's in the safe.
So, which brings me a whole nother
I can only shoot one gun at a time.
I know. I hear you. So I have 3 set up that are operational. But, you know, I thought about it. I'm like, man, you know, me and that Wraith had a good run. If I find the right scope, I could potentially pull that Wraith off and retire it.
Yeah.
And start running the OG again, only because I love that rifle.
Right.
I hold it and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just, everything about it is perfect.
Yeah.
So then it means I have 2 rifles I could set up. Great. So if anybody's got any idea for scopes, I'm not real big on it. Like the thermal thing is cool and all, but
it's just too much.
I want night vision.
I like night vision. I like the IR.
Right. So if you got an idea, you know, shoot us a message. Something to try, something new to try. I'm not even biased, like you know the C50 is like a traditional,
right?
Like the 4K is a traditional style.
Yeah, it looks like a regular day scope,
right? Compared to the
sight mark or the DNT.
The DNT, yeah, it's more
compact and
which is great, super great scope. Have not had any issues yet.
Yeah.
What else? Where are we? We're at number 45.
We're at 45
for coyotes. For hooray! Pierre shot one.
Right, that is right. Pierre got one the other night.
I have access to his cameras because one of his cameras is here, and so Pierre and all his that side, his 360 surveillance side. I was sitting here and his cameras go off all night.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's got deer moving through. He's got all kinds of stuff happening. So his camera goes off, and I was like, I'm gonna look, you know, because one is the big field. The big field has a lot of birds on it because it's a bait pile during the day.
Sure.
Well, it was not daytime anymore, and it tripped, and I'm like, ooh. I wonder if he's watching.
Yeah. So
I go in there and I'm like looking, and he had a couple grays there.
Oh, nice.
And it went off again, and I'm like, well, it's probably just the grays, right?
Right.
So I had texted him and said, hey, dude, you got something? He's like, yeah, I'm looking at them. They're gray fox. I'm like, okay. And then some time goes by and it goes off again, and I look and I'm like, I text him. I'm like, hey, Pierre, Pierre, that's not a fox.
That's not a fox.
That is very much a coyote.
Yep.
And he was like making dinner, and he responds with a swear word, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave him alone because he's making dinner,
right.
So I don't want to I don't like people bothering me. And a couple hours goes by, and he's like, bro, you never text me back. He's like, did you see the pictures? And I'm like, I never went back in and looked.
Yeah.
So he threw his dinner down, shot the coyote, and then there's pictures of him on the camera standing over it.
Nice.
And I didn't see him. So, yay, Pierre shot one.
All right.
Yeah, I was super. I was like, you got a coyote. So now, like, his camera went off tonight, and it was the foxes were back.
Yeah.
So I texted him. I'm like, hey, buddy, the foxes are back. And he's like, I know, I see him. So I'm probably annoying the shit out of him. But I'm like, hey, Pierre, you got something on your bait pile.
Just
anyway,
poke.
so we are at 45. 45.
45.
And how many? What do we got? 2 months left.
Yeah.
I'm kind of ready for a break. I'm tired. Was talking to Tony.
Yeah.
This week, and he was. We are both on the same page. We are. It's a long season. We hunt a lot.
Yeah. Well, you guys do.
Right. And I was like, yeah, dude, I wait for Josh now. I don't even go out.
Right.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Like we've our spots have been hammered
They've been hit quite a bit.
by us.
Yeah.
So, it's you gotta sometimes you gotta take a break.
Yeah.
You
gotta pick a couple spots you go to one week and let the other ones sit. And
yeah, dude, I just like and plus it's cold.
yeah, the cold and the wind has not helped at all.
So like we're I'm out in it all week just like you are.
Yeah.
You're out in it all night.
Yeah. And, at night.
And which is Ike, dude. I don't even know. Like I was thinking about you this week when I was laying in bed. And I'm like, I don't know how the fuck you do it because I had to quit.
No. Was it last week? I was outside all night. And I mean,
You were doing switches. Remember? You told me.
Yeah,
You had hand warmers shoved in your gloves.
moving locomotives around, and I had hand warmers shoved in my gloves. My fingers were still frozen. My goatee was a solid block of ice.
God
Just
bless you, son. I don't know how
Whole
you did
truck.
it.
I mean, I think it was negative 15
Yeah.
before the wind.
Yeah. I was nestled in my bed with my electric blankie on.
Oh.
Um.
I went home, and I got in the sauna,
Oh wow.
and then I took a hot shower.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's how cold your bones were.
Yeah.
The
Hard-
weather's been really. I mean, we're not like complaining, but
No,
it's like
it's-
Brian says. Like if you're gonna go out and you're not enjoying yourself, don't.
Yeah.
You're
You're just standing out there miserable.
Which,
No
by the
fun.
way, if you all listened, the last episode Brian was here with us.
Yes. Yep, that was
And,
fun.
He thank you for coming as always, Brian. He knows how much we appreciate him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're like his little fan club, and we'll own that. I will own that badge. I love having him here. He's full of knowledge.
It's fun as hell to hang out with.
Super fun.
Oh yeah.
Super fun. We went out after that, and guess what, guys? We didn't see a fucking thing.
No, what did we do? Four stands?
Yeah, we went home at like
Yeah,
Brian
it
left
was-
here at like 5
Yeah, it was late.
a.m.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, he's like, yeah, I'm good, Boom. And like he texted me, he's like, home. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I think the Brian Rush Dodge Ram has a warp drive.
Yeah.
But Brian came down. Remember the first stand we went to and my collar wouldn't turn on?
It wouldn't turn on the
It
first
wouldn't
one?
turn on.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, my collar. I think my batteries are dead in my remote. And we had given Brian a headset.
Yes.
That was his first go around with headsets.
Yep.
And he was like, don't worry, mine never die.
I remember that. Yes.
And I was like, fucking wise, yes. So I'm like, all right, Jesus, take the wheel, man. I'm just
have
like,
at it. Let's go.
I was like, okay, Mr. Caller Man.
No, he does good though. Like
Oh, his whimpers.
The
Did you hear
sounds.
the whimpers
Yeah,
that he
the sounds
does
he
with
can
his...
make with that reed calls.
I can't do those
Awesome.
fucking whimpers.
No.
Like I can't. It's either I'm blowing too hard or nothing. It doesn't make any sound.
Yeah.
But it was super. Oh, so we're at our first spot. I was like, palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. He's vomiting on his, the Slim Shady thing. I was like, so I put my collar out. We set up, and I'm like, okay, well, this is how I want to do this. And I'm like, telling him, and I'm waiting for him to say, no, that's a bad idea. But he didn't. He never said. He was like totally. You do you. I will go where you want me to go.
Yeah.
And so I told him where to stand, and we set up. And I think Then my caller wouldn't turn on. And then he's like, well, my batteries never die. So he did some calling. And the dog just chased the cat for no reason.
Yep.
And, boy, that's always an adventure here at One Predator. So I was like, we're standing, it's super quiet. We're not seeing anything. And I'm like, I got stage fright so fucking bad. I was like, guys, I'm trying to blow in my call right now, but there's no sound coming out. And Brian's laughing.
Yeah.
And he's like, do it. I just hear him go, do it. And I'm like, all right. So I wait for him to do something. I'm like, okay. And, here's the thing. Like, I'm not, like, I always make him sound like he is the Messiah as far as calling coyotes, in my opinion. So, like, and I hate to put him on this pedestal, but he loves it so much. I didn't know what to fucking do, you know? So I was like, this is like, you're with somebody who you look up to as a caller, and being a caller, I didn't know how I couldn't. I would put my callers were like, it was like, ooh, woof woof. Like I didn't know what to fucking do. So he was like, send it, just do it. And I'm like, so I waited for him to do something, and then I did something, and then he did something, and we didn't see shit that stand.
We didn't see anything that night.
Right, but you know what? I was on cloud fucking 9.
Yeah.
Because I was calling coyotes with him.
Yep.
Like together, and like it was huge for us because when me and Josh started this, and like even when Rusty was around back then, we watched the Downwind Outdoors boys, man, and so like we went hunting, with the guy that makes the calls for the Downwind Outdoors guys. I mean, that's like, I don't know, playing basketball with Michael fucking Jordan.
Right.
Like, you can't. So it was like starstruck. Like I said, I was trying to howl and I couldn't fucking make it sound.
And like, I think I had my diaphragm in my mouth,
and you couldn't make it sound.
And like, I was like,
yeah, should you?
Like, he's doing his thing. I don't want to like.
No, you should have. Imagine if we got the trifecta going. I think we did great, even though we didn't see shit.
No, it was a good night. We had fun.
We took him to some tight spots.
Took him to a few.
We got dogs to howl, and he was like, "How do we get to those?" This is like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, this is like, hey, we should be calling it like an hour ago.
Yeah. He's like, how do we get to those dogs? I'm like, we don't have any spots over there. It's different here for us. Like, you go up his way, he's got this farm, that farm, this farm, and it's just awesome. Yeah. And he can work it from any wind or any angle.
Yep.
Not here. I'm like, that's 3 housing developments over.
Yeah.
But he can. I talk about him way too much. It was super fun.
Yeah, we had a good time.
We didn't see a goddamn thing, but we laughed a whole hell of a lot.
Yep.
I cannot wait for him to come back. I will go out and physically tie one to a fucking tree when he does come back, so we can shoot something. But we have talked since then, and he is our number one listener. He listens to us. He reminds us like, hey, when's it coming out? Thank you for coming, Brian.
Yes, absolutely, dude. We really do appreciate it.
I had a great fucking time.
Yeah.
I was so intimidated, but had a great fucking time. Anyway, that's enough. And if you need a caller, Rush Custom Callers.
Yes. .com.
Yeah.
Hit him up.
.com. Hit him up. He is an artist. Anyway, so that was like our big thing, and like we didn't see a damn thing, and we haven't really seen much. They are 100% paired. We are all full in breeding season.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen shit on prey distress
all season.
All season. What's it been, like 2 years? I'd say
This is our second year of not
using prey.
Prey. Yeah. No, it just doesn't do anything anymore.
They don't
care.
Nope.
At all.
Or we'll turn it on and they look at it and they go the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
Howls always work for us.
Maybe one last year. We did get one.
I missed that. You know when you turn a rabbit on and they come fucking
yeah,
frolicking in?
Absolutely. Like, hey, guys, what's that? I'm hungry. I'll take a free snack.
And they're super distracted and like, you know?
No, the one I did get last year with prey distress is the night that you got attacked by the owl.
Oh, yeah.
Because you were blowing on the rush rabbit. And that owl decided that you were a tasty treat as this coyote's running in. And you're
a fucking pterodactyl over your head.
Screaming at me.
Yelling at it.
Screaming at it behind me.
But we haven't really...
But that's like the only one that I can think of in the last couple of years.
I don't know why, dude. I don't know. Maybe he's... even like when Brian was here with us, he's like, have you guys used prey at this spot? And I'm like, we don't use prey anywhere, dude.
I mean, we have tried.
Right.
Not to say that we haven't done it, but it just doesn't.
We'll turn it on.
Do anything.
Yeah. Foxes.
Oh, yeah, fox.
I can call any fox you want. Yeah. I called 3, 4, and, we have not... I don't know. It's just something different this year.
Mm-hmm.
We've shot a couple, just not really after them.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that they're not challenging, but... I know what you're thinking. And I'm going to say it. My personal opinion is they're a bit easier to call.
Yes.
Than coyotes.
Oh, yeah. But
I would say even bobcats are harder than fox. 100%.
Bobcat. Yeah. I mean, how many bobcats have we shot?
Well, I mean, it's just, bobcats hold up.
They will. They'll check up and just...
Not a fox.
No, they'll just...
You turn a rabbit on and they're like, hey, you guys, hey. I'm a fox and I eat rabbits.
Yeah.
Or woodpeckers.
What you got for me today?
We're probably going to get skinned alive for this, but I'm sorry, guys. They're just easier to call.
Yeah.
And we have not played any prey distress, so that's why... I mean, we've had them come out with howls, too, which is so weird. Remember?
Occasionally, yeah. Well, the one up north there.
Uh-huh.
Like 2 minutes into calling, here comes... oh, shit, something on the right, on the right.
Yeah, and we were howling.
Yeah, and it's a fox. Like, what are you doing?
Bro.
That thing will eat you.
Yeah. We're not talking to you, bro. Like, why are you coming? Why are you showing up? Yeah. We let him go.
Yeah.
We're just more geared towards coyotes.
Yep.
Period. Gained some new spots. Haven't really got anything there yet, but the one in particular, I think we talked about the 4-pack.
Yeah, we did.
In the last episode. That was it's a new old spot, but
yeah.
We went back down there, we didn't see nothing.
No.
Windy that night, remember?
Yeah, it was.
Ugh. Like we got down there. We left here, it was fucking 30 degrees.
Yeah, left here, no wind, 30 degrees.
Beautiful.
We get down there, it's 20 miles an hour and drop to like 15.
Yeah, and even though the owner comes out and he goes, where the fuck did this wind come from? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. When I texted you, it wasn't like this.
No, not at all.
We did 2 spots.
That night, yeah.
And
that was it for last week, too.
Yeah, because then I got sick.
Yes.
There's some plague going around right now it is bad. In bed 2 days, not COVID. I just think it was just a flu. Yeah. It was I don't know. It's like being sick is different now. Like, or I'm just getting old. Knocked me right out, man. I was down. I didn't have any. I mean, I had coyotes on the bait pile, and laying in bed, and my wife would hear the camera go off, and she's like, "You're not going," and I'm like, "I can't move." No.
Yeah.
So they got a whole week worth of pass, and I haven't seen one since.
Of course not. They know. They can sense it.
Yeah. So, in any route, take your vitamins because there's some bad shit out there.
stock up on that zinc.
Yes. Zinc, lots of vitamin C. Ooh, I was eating those things like Skittles. But anyway, yeah, so we got a bunch of new stuff.
Yeah, new equipment, some new spots, new sounds.
It's breeding season.
We just got to get things to
howls and fights,
mesh together. And
when they're there and they hear it, they show up.
Yeah.
Don't ever think, I always read in the pages, what am I doing wrong? What sounds work right now? They all work right now, okay? It's not like that.
Yeah. I don't know if...
Do you notice that? Like, when you read this stuff during the day, like, do you see it? Like, and I get, like, I'm glad everybody's asking, and, like, predator hunters, some of them are great,
Yeah.
We're giving feedback, some aren't. But, it's not even all that all the time, guys. It's just they're not there.
Right.
Uh-oh, there's a yawn. We got started kind of late tonight.
Yeah. No, I don't know if... I know that you and I have talked about it. I don't know if we've talked about it on the podcast. Brian may have mentioned something the first time he was on, but like when you're calling, try and tell a story.
Yes.
And
some people it's hard to do though.
And like I will, and I know you do the same thing. You start out, invitational. Hey, I'm over here. Mm-hmm. If that doesn't get any response, you get, go into like a pair. Mm-hmm. Something like that.
If that doesn't get any response,
start to get a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. You gotta find that thing that triggers them.
Right.
I hate that word.
Trigger. But that's the truth.
Right. You need to trigger that instinct in them that they're following that day to break that cover, come in, figure out what's going on, play your wind. So important to play your wind.
Yes. But it's one of them things where if it don't work, it's not always your fault.
No, they could just not be there. They could not be interested with anything at that point
in time. We were on
a
stand last week, the only one we did, or the one of two that we did. We were down south.
Yeah.
We were there 35 minutes. Got super cold. Josh was like, "Are you cold?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." We have to go over a fence to get in there. We are allowed to be in there, but it's fenced.
Yes.
We can't unlock the gate, so we have to go over it. We come out of there, get in the truck, and I was standing outside the truck with it running, and I heard him.
Yeah.
40-some minutes later.
Yep.
We went back over to the fence, didn't see anything, and then we let him go. Because by the time we get over that fence, make all that noise.
Get stuff out of the truck, make all the noise getting over the fence again, because you have to get away from the road.
It was bright.
It was pretty bright. And
the snow was crunchy at that point. It got warm and then got cold. Now the snow is just crunchy and loud.
Yeah. So
we just, instead of educating them and bumping them, we just acted like
we left.
Oh, I hated it.
I know. It was hard. It was so hard to go, but I think we did the right thing.
I complained all the way home. I was like, I don't like doing that. I don't like, it's like you're surrendering, But
it was the right thing to do.
And that was Howls and Bar. We did a little prey there. We did a little rabbit.
A little bit.
But that was mainly, that was some of the new sounds.
I think one of the new sounds.
Yeah.
The chirps.
The chirps.
The female
so
chirps.
That's like Brian, like we get to a spot. Here we go back to Brian again. And he would do with his mouth call, he would do whimpers or chirps instead of going to a full-blown howl.
Right.
Like on a tight spot.
Yep.
He suggested, hey, when you get to these tight ones, just, do some whimpers or some chirp. There could be something fairly close.
Yep.
Which I never even thought of it like that. So, but yeah, we're going to do that now. So that's a whole nother thing. It's like we've been doing this a while now. Never even thought about that.
No.
We get there and what do? Invitational howls.
Right. or
usually a single, or we do. You'll do mouth call and I'll do hand call.
Yeah.
Invitational answer.
Right.
I guess is what you would call it.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah.
Yes. Make a story.
Talking back and forth.
Make a story.
Tell a story.
Tell a story, even if it's
change it up. Use something that you've never used before. Just be like,
yeah, throw it at it.
well, I mean, what can it hurt?
Right.
Try it. If it brings something in, awesome.
And the
if
other
not,
thing,
well, you tried it.
And the other
Find
thing, as
something
far
else.
as spots go, like if you go and call a spot and nobody answers, and you don't have any kind of response, nothing. I'm not gonna say that spot is blown. I'm gonna say, go. You want to go back the next night and hunt that again? Yeah.
Try it. Sure.
Yeah. If they don't, they will respond if they are there. So if you turn a prey distress sound on and they howl, that's a response. If you howl at them and they howl back, that's a response.
Mm-hmm.
If you turn everything on and nothing happens, that's not a response.
Right.
Go back and do it again. I don't necessarily think that those spots are blown out at that point. So,
No.
another little bit, But
Yeah, it's
everybody loves breeding season.
a trial and error thing. Try something.
Right. And like people are like, oh, breeding season. I love breeding season. I don't love breeding season. I don't. We can turn a fight on and nothing will show up.
Yeah.
Some people have a lot of luck.
Dang it! Now you got both of us going.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of us don't have a lot of luck with breeding sounds, but we do a lot more with howls and whines and fights,
Vocals. Yes. Yep. That's been like our whole season. A lot of last year.
And we've shot a lot of dogs this year. Let me just say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the fact that our spots are producing animals like this is blowing my fucking mind. Even here.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we were talking about that. Was it last week before? What did we take? 6 or 7 out of here this year?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
7. Number 8 was when I was sick.
Yeah.
Fucker.
It's crazy.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
We've never taken that many dogs off one spot.
No. Nope.
And I feel like when we do because we're doing vocals, that they're traveling more.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like we're drawing them.
Right. Getting them from far out to come in. Yeah.
Right. That's why it's taking longer. I couldn't believe that last week when they lit up and we were standing at the truck. I thought I was fucking hearing things. I'm like, you hear that?
You jump in the truck and shut up. You hear that? No.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they lit off and you're like, and then we jumped out of the truck.
Yeah.
And we were like, we're not jumping that fence again.
No.
But
yeah,
we know what to do now.
So that's been our last few weeks.
Yes. Yes, we have a couple months left. Yes. When does Fox and Bobcat end?
Mid-February.
Okay.
Like the 15th, I think.
Yeah.
15th, 25th. I don't know, like mid-February.
Right. We have not. Cousin Chip shot if you follow us on Facebook, shot a beautiful bobcat.
Yes, he did. It was a very nice
cat. He was telling me before that he wants a cat. I want a cat. I want a cat. I want a cat. I don't have one. Never had one. And then he goes out and shoots a monster.
Yeah.
And it was far. It was a poke. He is just the long ranger lately. Like he sends me videos and I'm like, dude, why don't I got this crazy idea.
Let him come in.
What? How about you let him get a little closer? And he's like, well, I don't look that far. And I'm like, in the picture, it looks like a flea. But he's good at taking long shots, and I will never take that away from him. He is really
if you can hit him, take him.
Right. And so he got a cat. That's pretty cat too. I think he's getting it mounted to some extent.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about it. Been kind of a slow, and we having Brian here last week or 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago,
yeah.
Was super fun,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing happened,
Right.
which sucked. What?
Is that 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago?
2 weeks. Last
No,
week it was 3 weeks.
3 weeks ago because it was my birthday.
Oh,
So almost, it was 3 weeks ago.
we're gonna try and get him back down here again.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and get up there. It's just super hard because we all have kids and stuff and work. Unfortunately, we can't. If somebody wants to pay us to hunt coyotes,
That would be fantastic.
yeah.
I'm probably still not going to quit my job.
Oh, pardon me. I might quit mine.
But yeah.
I'd be down for that. So, but we are going to get up there or get him back down here, or hopefully Andy comes. Diane, I want to go hunting with Andy so bad. And I don't know if Andy listens to us or if Brian will try to tell him. But Andy, if we go hunting, I really want to shoot something, and you got to say it. He's got to say it. The dumped him, man. The signature downwind outdoors.
Dumped him.
I want to go hunting with Andy just to shoot something, and I'm going to literally turn and look at him like a schoolgirl with a smile on my face. Like, say it.
Say it.
Say it. Say it.
I don't know. Maybe we should next month try and plan something. Go up there.
I don't. That's like we were supposed to get down south, and it's just been super hard to get down. I really like JP and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Our newfound friends from the south.
Yep.
They're great dudes, and they're dying for us to come down. It's just I'm trying.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you. If we don't get down there, we're gonna get down there.
Right. Because their season's year round, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I got vacation coming up in April.
Well, I mean,
but then that's like planting and hay season for you, right?
Well,
April?
no. April's kind of early for me.
Okay. Well,
because it's still wet.
Okay.
I mean, that could be. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna get down there. Jeremy came up
a month ago.
we didn't see a fucking thing.
No, well, yes.
Oh yeah, we did. They were just circled way
really,
out,
really far away.
And he's like, "Man, there ain't no fucking coyotes in New York." And I'm like, "No shit." We were just, and even Brian, I was like, Brian, I felt super bad because we didn't see a damn thing.
Yeah.
I wanted more than anything to watch him again. Here I am being a little kid. Watch one of the Downwind Outdoors guys smoke a coyote at one of my spots.
Yeah.
It was huge. It would have been huge for me.
Yep.
It didn't happen. Wah, wah. We need our button.
I don't know which one it is. Off the top of my head, I don't want to hit the wrong one.
Yeah. We weren't happy. Anyway, get out there, and I think we're going to try and do one tonight.
Yeah.
We're both falling asleep sitting here, though.
Once I'm up and moving, I'm good. Just got to get the
up and moving part.
Yeah, the up and moving part.
Josh got here to record, and my daughter came in and woke me up because I was flat out sleeping. So,
maybe we'll call this one
a
little shorter.
Yeah, well, 43 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, just, we typically try and go an hour, but
if there's something you guys want to hear, we've gained, we had some downloads last week. People are listening.
Yeah, I mean, we're, as far as places that, locations, dude, I don't know if I've read this list off to you.
I've been everywhere, man.
Locations. All episodes. So we're in 12 different countries / territories now.
Mm.
So obviously U.S.
Yep.
Germany. Canada. Now this one throws me off. Singapore.
Huh?
27 downloads in Singapore.
What?
Yeah. Sweden, Norway, the UK, Australia, Philippines. Now the last 3. Japan, Ukraine, and France.
Really?
Yeah.
Ukraine?
Yeah.
They're not really hunting predators right now. They're hunting Russians, right?
Well, I mean, I guess they could be considered a predator, right? They're trying to take their land away.
So, I mean,
I don't know how the whole thing is.
So,
I'm
if you're
ignorant to that
if you're
whole
in
deal.
Ukraine, you're gonna set up so you want to see the downwind. You want to open up the vodka, put it out in front of you.
Let that just waft downwind.
Let the vodka work its way downwind. It'll take some time. The older Russians might be a little more educated. The younger ones, they're fucking easy. You'll bring them right in. And then use our tanks to destroy them.
Oh, my goodness.
You're welcome. We're just fucking around, really. Yeah. Russia, don't drop a fucking missile on my I'm
Jesus.
just totally fucking with you.
No, we've said this before to our international listeners. I mean, all of you guys, contact us.
Yeah.
Let us know,
are we doing okay?
Like,
are you tired of us?
I mean, they're still downloading. They're
Right.
still listening. So, I mean, I guess it's not that bad.
Do you want to build a snowman? I mean, what do you want? Tell us what you want.
Get a hold of us. We'd
Yes.
like to talk to you, interact, see, what kind of predators you guys are hunting, where you guys are hunting.
Right.
Let us know. We'd love to, chat with you. I mean, we can make phone calls. We can do video chats. We'll figure something out.
We're going to have to do a live here real soon. We got to get the whole gang together, though, for that.
Yeah,
we
talked about that a few weeks ago, too, but
it's super tough. Everybody's super busy or super unavailable.
Right. So we will figure out a live, and like we said before, we'll post it on the One Predator page on Facebook. Let you know ahead of time so you can plan. Not like the last one. It was like I showed up here and hey, let's do a Facebook Live.
Yeah, if you listen to us, please, hop over on Facebook and follow us so we can, we like having our numbers coming up.
Yeah.
I post all I can on there all the time.
Yes.
To keep everybody up to date, and you can message us on there too.
Yeah.
And I, usually have my phone on me and get back pretty promptly.
Yeah.
I had a guy reach out and ask about my thoughts on thermal and night vision.
Mm-hmm.
What's better? It turned into an hour conversation, so I can't remember your name. Because here's the bottom line. And me and him both went back and forth a couple times. The bottom line is you can put a red light on a gun and go out with a really good hand scanner and be 100% successful and totally happy with what you have. Do I think you need a $6,000 thermal to start with? No. Do I think everybody should start with a red light? Unfortunately, yes, I do. I think learning the body language.
Yes.
Because, and I know this is redundant, and I say it all the time as I see these posts where these guys are like, what is this? What am I looking at?
Right. But even if you went with a lower end IR scope,
yes,
you're going to learn those movements, the body language.
Right.
And that'll help you discern what you're actually looking
at.
So
and I think
that when the day comes that you're ready to step up to that thermal.
And it's a safety thing too, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, because we hunt around domestic animals. Okay.
Domestic animals, houses.
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
With the IR or a red light, you can see those things way better than with a thermal.
Right.
I think, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you'll get heat from a house, but you might get one little ball, and it's the outside light.
Right. You're not going to see the roof line or windows.
Right. You're not going to see that stuff.
No.
So our 2 cents. So I got into a conversation with a guy. He reached out, and I gave him my 2 cents. My 2 cents is buy a night vision scope, spend some time with it. Mm-hmm. If you love it, then go and then I think he's going to jump right into a thermal. That's his choice.
Yeah.
He asked for my opinion. I gave it to him.
Yeah. And that's all you can do.
I mean, I would use a thermal if I could afford one. I can't.
Yeah. I still like the IR.
But, I mean, we do use thermals.
Well, the
We
scanners.
scan with thermals.
Yes.
We just don't hunt. We don't shoot
Right.
with them.
But
Anyway, get out
Yes.
there, shoot coyotes, have fun. Be respectful to each other, guys. With a
Yes.
lot of new hunters coming in.
I'm just going to put it simply, don't step on each other's dicks.
Yeah, right. It gets so annoying, and here's the thing, and here we're gonna get into this now. The worst part about it is, I try not to be a hypocrite about it because we were the new guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there was back then there was only a couple of older gentlemen doing it. Recognized us, and we respected their boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that they were hunting a place. We didn't even ask.
Nope.
We didn't even ask.
No.
It's not the fact that would sometimes the landowners give multiple people permission. You can't control that.
No.
Only the landowners can. But that's why I'm saying we knew that they were hunting there, so we didn't even ask.
Yeah.
Because it's just a respect thing.
Yeah.
And this is another thing we talk about all the fucking time, I feel like. It drives me nuts. Let's all do this together. Let's all have a good time.
Yeah. We can get together and share stories.
Right.
But if we're all going to the same places and doing the same thing, we
ain't sharing nothing.
We ain't shooting shit.
No.
So.
No. And I don't like, we try to be respectful to the new guys. Like go do your thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like but don't step on our toes either.
Right.
Because we've I don't want to say like earned our wings, but like, you know what I mean?
I get it.
It's a sensitive subject.
Yes.
I know there's a lot of new guys in the area. I know that some of them listen to us, and I'm glad that they're doing it. I'm glad that you're having a great time. It's a super fun fucking sport.
Yeah.
Be conscious of each other, and be respectful.
Yep.
That's all I ask.
All right.
That's it. That's my little bit.
All right.
That's my dad moment. But anyways,
all right, guys. Thanks for joining us again. We appreciate it. Loving seeing the download numbers go up.
right. If you're listening to us, you know where to find us.
Yep. The One Predator page on Facebook. All over the place. If you're listening, you know where to find us.
Yep.
We really do appreciate it. We've been doing this in 3 days. Will be 1 year since our first post.
Really?
Yeah.
Memories.
Yep. And I'm sorry if you guys
first-
listened to that first episode.
Have you ever listened to our
No.
first? I listened to our first
No,
episode.
I ain't listening to it.
No?
No, I ain't gonna do it.
Why?
It's gotta be terrible.
It is terrible.
It's gotta be absolutely terrible.
Because like here's the thing, I'm one of our number one listeners, and I listened to the Brian podcast like 2 or 3 times, and there I go again putting him on a pedestal only because I everything he says I want to hear it, rehear it, re-listen. Because did I miss something? Is there an angle? I wanna know more. I wanna be taught.
All right, we've learned a lot this year.
So I went back and listened to our first podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where we fucking sucked.
Oh, it was so bad.
I
know it was bad.
But I tell everybody who starts listening to us to start at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because you got that's how you learn to love it, though.
Listen to us grow.
Yes.
All right, evolve over time.
Right. You can't start at the end. You got to start like the beginning's going to be fucking painful. And we talk about shitting in fields and we're weird and stuff, but it's super funny. To now, the things that we've gained, the relationships, so much
the
things.
knowledge, the equipment.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah.
My wallet hurts just thinking about it.
I'm not buying anything else. Not right now.
Yeah.
Not right now. We're almost through. What season? How long have you been doing this? This is your 8th year?
8 or 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's been a long time.
Isn't that weird?
We've come a long way.
I was standing in the pasture where I found that dead calf 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is the spot.
Yeah, this is where it all started.
This is where I got poorer.
Poorer, yes. But
it's like my dad says. He goes, you ain't got a ton of money in the bank, but you got some cool setups. And I'm like, yeah, that's great, Dad.
Cool toys.
Yeah. To shoot dogs for no money.
Yeah.
Which I keep getting, we're getting, they have bounties some places for these things. You know that?
Where are we going?
Like out west, they pay them like $100 a dog.
What?
Yeah. Like, and
let's gas up and go.
Yeah. So I want to get paid $100 a dog. And I'm also going to say this, and I've been dying. I know we're getting off, but I've been dying to say this.
I don't even know.
You don't know. I've watched all the, Predator pages and stuff. We always talk about Facebook pages.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say this. And I'm sorry if I'm going to break anybody's heart, but you guys hunt with suppressors are cheaters. Okay? They're like, oh, I called a quad in and smoked it. Yeah, of course you did. You're using a suppressor.
Yeah, they didn't
We
hear
cannot
it.
do that. It's illegal in New York, and I'm officially crying about it on my podcast. So with that being said, if you hunt with a suppressor and shoot more than one dog in every stand, you're a cheater.
No, they can't. That's not true because we double up. We've shot doubles.
Yeah, but simultaneously.
Not the first set last year.
No?
No.
Okay.
Up
Well,
here
they're
on
still
the road.
Yes. Well, there's still no those. Yeah. No.
There was multiple shots.
Multiple
still got
shots.
double.
I'm still gonna say it, guys who hunt with suppressors. You guys are cheaters.
Well, guys that use suppressors, thanks for listening to us. We appreciate it. Maybe one day you'll come back and join us again.
Yeah.
No, seriously though, thank you.
Thank you. I'm just busting your balls, but you guys are cheaters.
All right, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.
Cheaters.